like cosmic vibes and spiritual shit.
Okay.
So in the Black community, most Black people are Christian, you would say, right?
Yeah.
So do you feel like you get a lot of pushback when you talk about like the spiritual world and like using sage and crystals?
My mom, she's from, the South Louisiana. And so I remember one time I came up to her and was like, oh man, I know my astrological sign. She was like, stop with the devil stuff. But then on the other hand, my dad, he's from Nigeria. And when my little brother, he was a baby, he had like this piece of thread on his head and I thought it was lint, took it off. My grandma just started yelling at me. My sister, she was like, oh, she's yelling at you because you took the string off because it's to protect him from evil spirits. And I was like, oh, nobody told me.
I do think like all this like crystal sage has become more mainstream, right? So some of my friends who were like very Christian didn't like when I would, bring sage or whatever. Or now I just saw on the Insta story, one of them is like Palo Santoing her friend before her wedding.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that's a big thing.
I never get the pushback, like with talking with like Black people in LA or even back in New York.
You're right, good point.
But also I don't feel like I've ever talked about it with my parents.
Oh yeah, my dad did tell my mom that he thought I was like going to hell or something. It was interesting doing all the spiritual stuff at my wedding because I was like, my Black side of the family is gonna be like, they're not going to be about this. And I married a Gemini, and for the longest time I was like embarrassed to tell people that he was a Gemini. So
or like if you're a Pisces and I'm a Leo and astrologically it says we can't get together.
Yeah, it does say that.
Do you agree with
Switch chairs.
Really? See? But you would not have known that if I didn't tell you my sign. We could have been cool until...
I don't like you now, you a Leo.
I'm between two Leos.
We like being Leo.
I'm between two Leos. But I think for me, it's more so a Nigerian person from the South. It wasn't until I moved to LA I realized how conservative but then almost borderline judgy I was, and I think LA like really opened my eyes because I was like, I may not do sage stuff and crystals, but I mean, again, if it works for you, amen.
What are you?
Sagittarius.
Anybody else want to guess?
I don't know, but when I see a Cancer, I floor it.
I'm gonna say either Aquarius or Capricorn.
That's what I was going to say, Aquarius.
I say old.
I was going to say Aquarius.
So technically, what the internet said.
Not Wikipedia.
Yeah, we know about you in the internet, Moni.
I'm the 13th sign.
Okay.
I'm out.
You know that they call Pisces.
We don't do that shit.
I'm like the omniverse to 10-1. I'm a Sagittarius, but I also
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I'm done with you. You're a Sagittarius.
Based off
I
of
should have
this.
known her Googling ass was going to be the 13th.
Does everybody meditate here?
I tried.
To me, I think it's empowering yourself. Like when you step away from religion and you step into things like manifestation and meditation and all of those things and crystals and stuff, you feel like you have a part in what happens to you.
Because I do find that like a lot of people who are spiritual usually do have African or Caribbean backgrounds where it's not as scary or as marked as witchcraft because it's part of your ancestry. And really that's what a lot of the meditation and stuff lead to, is you really just trying to talk to your ancestors.
Well, thank you guys for joining me in this discussion. I will just hope that we can all just take what we learned today out into the world, because we have our own struggles as being Black people in this society. Just spread good vibes. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah.